people you allow into your life quietly shape the person you become. This is why the Stoics guarded their inner circle like a fortress guards its gates. Epictetus warned his students plainly, the company you keep will either lift you upward or drag you slowly down to their level. And the most dangerous part is that the people who harm us most rarely arrive as enemies. They arrive as friends, as allies, as people who seem, at first, to be exactly what we needed. Marcus Aurelius began each morning by reminding himself that he would meet the meddler, the ungrateful, the arrogant, the deceiver. He did not say this out of bitterness. He said it so he would not be caught off guard, so he could recognize these people early and protect his peace before they could poison it. Because here is the hard truth. You cannot build a calm, powerful life while surrounded by people who quietly drain it away. In the next few minutes, I am going to show you 7 types of people the Stoics would warn you never to fully trust. And type number 5 is the most dangerous of them all, because it wears the friendliest mask. As I describe each one, do 2 things. First, think of who in your life fits the description. And second, be honest enough to ask whether any of them describe you. Because the goal of Stoicism was never to judge others, it was to become someone worthy of trust yourself. Let us begin. The first type is the flatterer. The flatterer arrives wrapped in compliments. Everything you do is brilliant. Every idea is genius. At first, it feels wonderful, and that is exactly the danger. Seneca warned that flattery is one of the most cunning poisons, because we swallow it gladly. The flatterer does not praise you to lift you up. They praise you to lower your guard. They tell you what you want to hear, so that later they can take what they want to take. A true friend will risk your comfort to tell you the truth. A flatterer will sacrifice the truth to keep your comfort and your favor. So be careful of the person who never disagrees with you, who agrees with everything, always, instantly. Real respect includes honesty. Endless praise is not friendship. It is a transaction you have not yet seen the price of. But the flatterer builds you up falsely, while the next type quietly tears you down. The second type is the chronic victim. We should all have compassion for people going through hardship, but the chronic victim is different. For them, nothing is ever their fault. The world is always against them. Every failure was someone else's doing. Every problem was done to them, never by them. The Stoics believed that our power lies in taking responsibility for our own responses. The chronic victim believes the opposite, that they have no power at all, and therefore no responsibility. And slowly, without noticing, their mindset becomes contagious. Spend enough time with someone who blames the world for everything, and you begin to blame it too. They will drain your energy with endless problems, but resist every solution. Because deep down, the problem is their identity. Offer compassion, yes, but never let their helplessness become the air you breathe. But at least the victim is easy to see. The next type hides in plain sight. The third type is the two-faced chameleon. This is the person who is warm to your face and cold behind your back, who agrees with you in the room and mocks you the moment you leave it. They have no fixed center. They become whoever the moment rewards. The Stoics prized one virtue above almost all others: integrity, being the same person in public and in private, in the light and in the dark. The chameleon has abandoned this entirely. And here is the warning that should stay with you. The person who gossips to you will gossip about you. The one who betrays others in front of you is simply showing you a preview of how they will one day treat you. Watch how people speak about those who are not in the room. That, more than anything they say to your face, is who they truly are. But the chameleon shifts to fit in. The next type resents you for standing out. The fourth type is the envious one. This is one of the hardest to detect, because envy hides behind a smile. The envious person cannot celebrate your wins. When something good happens to you, they change the subject, they downplay it, they find the small flaw in your good news. And when something goes wrong for you, a quiet, hidden part of them is relieved. The Stoics understood that a person at peace with themselves feels no need to resent the success of others. But the envious one is at war with their own inadequacy, and your progress reminds them of it, so they will subtly hold you back. They will discourage your ambitions for your own good. They will call your dreams unrealistic, Guard your goals from people who are quietly threatened by them. Not everyone who smiles at your success is happy to see it, but envy still hesitates. The fifth type strikes directly, and it is the most dangerous of all. The fifth type is the charming manipulator. This is the one the Stoics would warn you about above all others, because they are the hardest to see coming. They are not loud or obviously cruel. They are magnetic, charming, likable. They make you feel special, seen, understood, and that is precisely the weapon. The manipulator studies what you want and offers it. They learn your wounds and press them gently. Everything is a strategy dressed up as warmth. When you disagree with them, you somehow end up apologizing. When they wrong you, they somehow become the victim. You leave every encounter feeling slightly confused, slightly guilty, and never quite sure why. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that not everything that shines is gold, and not every kind word is kindness. The manipulator's greatest trick is making you doubt your own judgment. So trust the pattern, not the charm. If someone constantly leaves you feeling small, drained, or confused, no matter how charming they are, that feeling is the truth. Believe it. But while the manipulator plays a long game, the next type betrays you in a single careless moment. The sixth type is the gossip. The gossip trades in other people's secrets like currency. They come to you with delicious information about someone else, and it feels like intimacy. It feels like you are being trusted with something special. But pause and think about what you are really watching. You are watching how this person handles the private trust of others, and one day, that will be your secret in their mouth. Seneca advised that we should speak of others only as if they might overhear us. The gossip lives by the opposite rule, saying about the absent what they would never dare say to their face. A person who has no loyalty to the people not in the room has no real loyalty at all. Enjoy their stories if you must, but never hand them anything you are not willing to see spread. But the gossip betrays your words. The final type betrays your trust when it matters most. The seventh type is the fair-weather friend. This one is pleasant, fun, and completely present. As long as things are going well, they are there for the celebrations, the easy days, the good times. But the moment you face real hardship, loss, failure, illness, they quietly disappear. The Stoics believed that adversity is the great revealer of character. Seneca said that prosperity attracts friends the way a full table attracts guests, but that hard times show you who was ever truly there. Fair-weather friends are not necessarily cruel, they are simply hollow. Their loyalty has no roots, and you often do not discover this until the storm arrives, and you look around and find them gone. Notice who stays when there is nothing to gain by staying. Those rare few are worth more than 100 fair-weather faces. So there they are, 7 types of people the Stoics would warn you never to fully trust. The flatterer, the chronic victim, the two-faced chameleon, the envious one, the charming manipulator, the gossip, and the fair-weather friend. Now, here is the honest part, the part that matters most. As you listened, you likely recognized people in your life. But the true Stoic turns the mirror inward. So ask yourself, have I ever been the flatterer, afraid to tell the truth? The victim, avoiding responsibility? The gossip, trading someone's trust for a moment of connection? We have all worn one of these masks at times. The goal is not to hate these people, nor to hate yourself for the times you slipped. The goal is to see clearly, to protect your peace from those who would drain it, and to become, yourself, the kind of person truly worthy of trust. Marcus Aurelius could not choose the people history placed around him, but he could choose who he allowed to shape his inner world. And so can you. Guard your gates. Choose your circle with the care it deserves. The people you keep close will become the life you live. If this gave you something worth keeping, stay a while, subscribe to Stoic Sovereign, and let this be the place you return to whenever you need to protect your peace and sharpen your judgment. Until then, rule yourself, and you will rule your life.